Disney Plus and Hulu.
Now on News Channel 6 at 7, commissioners in Augusta just waived thousands in fines from the city's trash company. We'll tell you why. Plus, how to stay safe on the water this Memorial Day weekend. And Columbia County graduations continue today. We're taking a look at one very special senior as your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Coverage you can count on begins with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office asking for your help to find two suspects. Devon Burse and Tyron Gaynor are both wanted for aggravated assault. They're accused in an incident that happened April 16th on Andorra Drive in Augusta. Officers say they should be considered armed and dangerous. If you know where they are, you're asked to contact the Sheriff's Office. You can remain anonymous. Augusta commissioners giving their garbage contractor a break for some mess-ups. Commissioners voting to waive $70,000 in penalties from the first month of service last year. The company racked up $144,000 in fines for missed pickups and delays in getting customers their carts. City leaders settled on having them pay half of that.
I've been pleased with Coastal. Every time I've had a problem or constituents had a problem, we're contacted, they're right there. And I think anytime you change over totally a whole city, that you're going to have some hiccups.
Some commissioners suggesting waiving the fines was a conflict since Coastal made $2,000 campaign contributions to the mayor and other commission candidates. It is time now for a first check of your weather, and for that we turn to Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, just like yesterday, Jenny, it was another hot day. We made it to 93 degrees in Augusta, and this morning our low temperature was also above average at 64. No rain today. Temperatures are in the low 90s still for the most part, but we do have a couple places like Allendale and Barnwell in those mid to upper 80s. 94 in McCormick, 92 in Louisville, Aiken right at the 90-degree mark, and 91 in Washington. Our dew points are still pretty low today. That's why we're not seeing any rain. We have a couple of places still seeing those dew points in the 50s, but we are going to continue to see more moisture move in as we go into the end of the week. Winds are coming out of the southeast, only up to around 7 miles per hour. And you can see here on satellite and radar that we do have some cloud cover, but all of the isolated showers are to the north and west of us. So there's just a slight chance of rain tonight, but shouldn't impact the game tonight. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam looking at SRP Park. Another nice night for some baseball as the Green Jackets take on the Fireflies. 89 right now, and then as we go into the next couple of hours, 86 at 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, and we're going to stay mostly cloudy and in the low 80s by 9 p.m. Now, as we look ahead to the next few days, temperatures will drop into the upper 80s, but we're also going to start to feel more muggy this weekend with those rain chances on the rise. I'll have more details on your holiday weekend forecast coming up, but back to you, Jenny.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Memorial Day weekend marks the unofficial start of summer. First responders say the holiday weekend also marks the start of a dangerous boating season. News Channel 6's Jartavius Edmond reports.
At area lakes and boat ramps, many families are expected to hit the water this Memorial Day weekend. But Columbia County Fire Rescue says many water emergencies start with simple mistakes.
The Georgia Department of Natural Resources says Georgia has already reported dozens of drownings this year. And Columbia County Fire Rescue says holiday weekends like Memorial Day usually bring a major increase in boat traffic.
Swim areas.
Operations Chief Danny Coleman says people often make dangerous decisions by not wearing life jackets.
Area where they have life jackets available.
Drinking while boating or not paying attention to changing conditions.
Number one is alcohol. Everybody wants to have a good time, but when you mix alcohol with water and the sun and the alcohol dehydrates you. It makes you have bad or poor decisions. And a lot of people try to do stupid things out there and they end up getting hurt.
The fire department dive team also prepares for possible water rescues during busy holiday weekends. Specialists say a normal day on the lake can turn into an emergency in just seconds.
People not following the rules of boating, alcohol is an issue this time of year, and so a little bit of each of that can add to other problems. Boat collisions we've had in the past, and drownings.
Dive team members say life jackets continue to be one of the biggest factors in preventing drownings, especially for children and inexperienced swimmers.
First responders say they want families to enjoy their time on the water, but also understand how fast conditions can change. In Columbia County, Jartavius Edmond, WJBF, News Channel 6.
If you plan to head out on the water this holiday weekend, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources will offer free inspections at public boat landings across the state. In our area, they'll be Sunday at Lake Thurmond in McCormick County from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. The old Vaucluse Road Bridge over I-20 in Aiken County has reopened. The original bridge was destroyed last June, you'll remember, after a tanker truck crashed and caught fire. Governor Henry McMaster signed an executive order to expedite replacement of the bridge. The South Carolina Department of Transportation also received $8 million in federal funding to help fix it.
So when you take a bridge down, what that really does about adding a community, you basically have to go through whole other communities to get to where it usually takes you 10 minutes. So we're not used to all that big city traffic, so it means a lot to our families to be reconnected.
Was a testament to the hard work of the DOT team, getting the old bridge out of the road when it was down on the road, get that reopened in 36 hours. But here we are less than a year later, brand new bridge, built to modern standards.
Crews installed traffic control devices and girders and constructed it to comply with current design criteria. Graduation season is underway. Students at Lakeside High School kicked things off last night. Students turned their tassels and tossed their caps to celebrate the day they've waited for all their lives. As they take the next steps in their journey, the principal says she hopes they always take a piece of Lakeside with them wherever they go. One Evans senior and new graduate getting a jump start on life thanks to her high school's career pathway program. 16-year-old Ariana Tisdale managed to balance school and the start of a new career all before graduating. Tisdale is following her father and older brother's footsteps, becoming a firefighter, and she plans to become a certified EMT. She did all the training and every bit of it while she was going to Evans High School.
Super excited. I can't wait to move on with the next chapter of my life. I'm grateful for the opportunities high school has given me to be able to pursue this career and have a career starting out of high school. I'm glad it's over with.
Anna interned with the Columbia County Fire Department. Tonight, commencement exercises continue at Evanstown Center Park. Greenbrier seniors are graduating now. Actually, Evans is graduating now. Greenbrier seniors graduate tomorrow at 6:30, and Harlem seniors walk at 9 a.m. with Grovetown at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. In Columbia County, the annual Boom in the Park returns to Evanstown Center, and if you're planning to go, you need to know about a new entrance requirement. Admission is still free, however, you must have a ticket. Columbia County residents have first priority. Tickets will be available starting this coming Tuesday, May 26th, at these locations: Patriots Park Gym, Columbia County Buildings A and B, and the Performing Arts Center box office. You must be at least 18 years old and show proof of residency. If you live in another county, someone who lives in Columbia County will have to get a ticket for you. A young girl is being called a hero after rushing into her family's burning home to save her brothers and dog. Isabella Baez reports.
When I saw that my house was on fire, the entire side of it, I burst inside, went up the stairs, yelled for my brothers that the house was on fire.
On March 30th, 12-year-old Macy Johnson said she was having a normal day, excited to be home after a long day of school. But she says when she got off the bus, something was wrong.
When I got off the bus, I noticed there was a lot of smoke. So I immediately started running in panic.
The side of her family's home was covered in flames. Inside, her 26 and 14-year-old brothers and her beloved dog, all unaware of what was going on. Macy did something not many would do, run inside her burning home.
I was scared and in a panic, thinking, do they already know this is here? Like, are they outside yet? I wasn't exactly sure. That dog, we've had him for a long time. And if we lost him, I don't know what I could do without him.
With the help of Macy, everyone made it safely outside. They dialed 911 and waited for firefighters to arrive. The family says they lost personal belongings, mattresses, clothes, and everything in their garage to the fire. However, they say they are thankful for Macy's actions, saying she saved lives. And where do you feel like that bravery to do that kind of came from?
Love from my siblings and my house.
Macy and her family are now working to rebuild and trying to move on. Meanwhile, many in the community calling Macy a hero, something she says she doesn't identify with.
I wouldn't, because I feel like it's something we need to normalize. People should always have this bravery.
The family says the fire is still under investigation, but they're hoping to rebuild their home and move back in soon.
It is a symbol that the United States is committed to honoring their memory.
Coming up, a powerful Memorial Day tradition returns to Arlington National Cemetery, where thousands of soldiers are honoring the fallen, one flag at a time.
Good evening. I'm Renee Miller.
It is really easy to vote in Georgia. We have multiple days of early voting, multiple locations all over Chatham County. And of course, on Election Day, plenty of polling places open across the county as well. So I think that the access is there. It's just we need the interest and we need the excitement, and frankly, we need the understanding of how important these elections are.
Data shows that primary runoffs see a drop in voter participation of 75% or more.
Hot and mostly dry tonight, but rain chances are on the rise as we approach Memorial Day weekend. I'll have all the details for you when we return.
I was T-going at the intersection. My car was totaled, bills are piling up, and I need...
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the heat because it's been sticking around over the past several days. We hit 90 on Sunday and we've been at least 90 over the past few days since. So right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in McDuffie County, mostly cloudy and sitting at 91 degrees. Also feeling like 91 degrees. So all of this week, it's only been feeling around a degree or two at the most hotter than the actual air temperature. And that's because we've had some very dry air in place still. Humidity is at 37% today. Dew points are still in the low 60s and our sunset will be at 8:25. Most of us in the 90s still, but we do have 88 in Washington and Crawfordville, 89 in Sylvania, 86 in Allendale. And as we zoom out here, you can see we have a stationary front to the north of us, and all around it we have scattered showers and storms. But along the coastline and into the CSRA, there's still a lot of dry air in place. You can see no rain at all along the coast. So all of that moisture is really focused to our northwest and down to the south. And you can see tonight temperatures will be a little bit warmer because of some cloud cover. We do have a slight chance of some isolated showers and weak storms. Average low is 61, but we'll be even around 70 in some spots for those overnight lows. Then tomorrow we'll be back on track with average. So most of us will be saying goodbye to the 90s. Our southern line counties could still hit the 90-degree mark tomorrow. And then north of I-20, we do have a weak wedge setup, which means some of us could even get stuck more so in the lower 80s, maybe even some upper 70s. So you'll notice it will be a little bit cooler starting tomorrow, but it will also become muggier with that increase in moisture, which will lead to those chances of showers and storms. Rain chances will continue to increase throughout the weekend, 70% chance for your Saturday. So please keep that in mind for any Memorial Day plans. I know those rain chances seem high, but it's still not going to be a washout the entire weekend. So let's time it out on our feature cast tonight at 8 p.m. A stationary front to the north of us. I think even our model here is a little bit overdone with the rain chances tonight. So very low chance, around 20% of some isolated showers and weak storms through tomorrow morning. Most of our Friday starting out dry, even up until around 1 o'clock. Then once we get into the afternoon, that's when we'll see additional scattered showers and storms becoming a bit more widespread. Zooming in closer on Saturday morning, this is the time to get out and about because you don't have to worry about any rain early in the day. But once we get throughout the peak heating of the day, that's when some of those showers and storms storms could fire up. However, the cloud cover that we're expecting will limit instability. So we're not expecting severe weather, just a minor threat of some isolated flooding here as we go into Sunday as well, and the possibility of some stronger storms with wind gusts and some thunder and lightning as well. So keep that in mind. This will overall be some beneficial rainfall for us, and it will be very scattered. So some places won't see much rain at all, while others could end up getting over 3 inches by the time this is all said and done, with additional rainfall coming our way next week as well. Rain chances will be sticking around, with those temperatures staying in the mid to upper 80s for highs.
Jenna, thank you so much. Up next, a sea of red, white, and blue across Arlington National Cemetery as soldiers reflect on the sacrifice behind every name etched in stone. Stay with us.
The Rooms to Go Memorial Day.
Coming up, with gas prices topping $6 a gallon in some places, Americans are doing what they can to cut costs.
After a full day of I'm Austin Jackson, and for me, keeping it local really matters. Like when you're hungry. It's tough to beat a great meal at your favorite local spot. Well, if you've been injured, keeping it local matters even more. You need a law firm with experience in our area's courtrooms and a track record you can trust. The CSRA has always been my home. People know my law firm for work in the community as well as for our life-changing results. That's local experience you can count on. If you've been injured, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224. After a full day of every.
One man in Georgia is switching out his real wheels for a toy version. Look at this. The New York Times reports, the New York Post rather, that Molly Hightower found a Barbie Power Wheels car in somebody's trash. So he fixed it up, added a motor from a power washer, and put a rack on top to handle groceries and whatever else he needs. It costs just a fraction of the $90 it takes to fill up his regular car.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. What a good idea, honestly. Wow. Well, our forecast is looking pretty wet for Memorial Day weekend. Not the entire weekend, but we definitely will have some scattered showers and storms, primarily during the peak heating of the day, which will be in the afternoon and early evening. Then you can see we'll have temperatures fall into the upper 80s as well, and that will continue into next week. Temperatures staying about the same. Low temperatures are also rising into the mid to upper 60s. You'll also start to notice a bit more humidity, which is very fitting because we always call this the first unofficial start of summer. And it's going to start to feel that way, Jenny.
All right. And I wish it could just rain overnight, you know?
Yes.
We want the rain.
I know.
Overnight.
We really need the rain, but of course it had to come on a holiday weekend.
Of course it did. That is all the time we have for now. Our next news is coming up at 11 o'clock. Entertainment Tonight is next here on News Channel 6. Have a great night.
How do you become the largest